Good morning, everybody, and a very warm welcome once again to Empowering Morning Conversations. So, very quick reminder to everybody, and also for the people who are watching us on YouTube or any other platform, that why are we doing Empowering Morning Conversations and what will you get from it? And who is offering these programs? Okay. So my name is Sukhdeepak Malvai, and I've been training corporations across the globe for the last 35 years. I'm also a healer and a coach and a mediator and so many other things. And I'm ably assisted here by Mr. Vetrivel Shanmugam and Ramazen and Kunen Shahidi and Neeti Madhok and so many other people. Now, we come here every morning so that we can create our life. We come here every morning so that we can create a life that would come to each and every one of us with ease and joy and glory. So, do we want a life of ease, joy, and glory? We certainly do. Now, what is it that's going to allow us to have a life of ease and joy and glory? So we do here whatever is required so that we can have a life of ease and a life of joy and a life of glory. Just visualize it for a moment. When I use the words life of ease, what does that mean to you? When I say a life of joy, what does it mean to you? When I say a life of glory, what does it mean to you? Now, there are people in your life, I'm sure, that you have seen. They may be in your family also, your children, your grandchildren, when they were very little. Do you see that they lead a life of ease, joy, and glory? If you remember your own early childhood, you will see yourself leading a life of ease, joy, and glory. So how do we have a life of ease, joy, and glory? And why do we come here every morning? To have a life of ease, joy, and glory. How? But many people say, how will you do that? First of all, we shift out. See, whatever we do here, the conversations that we have here, the tools that we give to you here, the exercises that we do will help you to shift from your survival mode. We call it the default mode. We call it the auto mode. This will help you to shift out of that and get into a create mode. That means you create the life the way you desire. Second, how do we help you to have a life of ease, joy, and glory? By helping you to get rid of all the negativity that we pick up all the time from other people and circumstances. Now, we have plenty of examples in our life, no? How negativity bombards us from the TV, from the media, from the newspaper, from other friends and associates that we know, negative thinking people, people who will discourage you, etc., etc. So if you get influenced by that negativity, what kind of a life are you going to live? Agar life mein maza nahi aa raha hai, perhaps because so many people are talking so much negative stuff in your life. Third, creating a mindset here that makes us look for possibilities rather than only complaining about things that's happening. So what do we do in life generally? We react to life. Gussa aa jata hai, you get sad, you get irritated, blah, blah, blah. Or you resist a lot of things that's happening. So that's when you are saying, why is this happening? Why is that happening? This should not be happening. So whenever you're complaining, please know that you are resisting. And in that situation, you will never see possibilities. तो अगर आपको जीवन में अपनी इच्छाओं को पूरा करने की संभावना ही नजर नहीं आएगी, तो व्हाट आर यू गोइंग टू क्रिएट इन योर लाइफ? Next, we wish to help you to increase your focus and energy in your life. And you know how challenging that can be from time to time, isn't it? So that is our purpose. And that's why we come here every morning. So I'd like everybody to reflect on, I want you to think on, what is it that you might be complaining about today? Just close your eyes and think. See, one is that you're telling people. You have a complaint, you're telling people. The worst kind of complaint is the complaining happening in our own mind. Why is it like this? Why is like that? Why can't people do like this? So think for a moment, and I would invite you to share with us, whoever wants to. What are we complaining about in our life? Yes, Reddy Garu.
Good morning, sir. Most of the time for me today is complaining about myself.
Like
I'm not doing whatever I learned here, and I'm not using the tools, whatever I learned here. That's about the complaint about myself, sir.
Okay, good. Thank you very much for sharing it. So let's listen to somebody else also. I'm sure you're not the only one who's complaining. See, you can complain about someone, or you may be complaining about yourself to yourself, just like what Reddy Garu said. Self-reflection is a very useful tool, by the way. Yeah, reflecting on what your own mind is doing. It's easy to give upadesh to others, right? Let us start reflecting on what your own mind is doing right now. Use your awareness to find out what your mind is doing right now. Yes, Shakti.
Good morning, sir. Good morning,
Good morning,
everyone.
Shakti.
So, for me, just now it's like I was complaining about myself, why I'm judging, that kind of mood I am. Also, I was judging Airways because tomorrow I'm traveling. So I was complaining about them, why they are allowing only 2 bags. If they can allow 3 bags check-in baggages, it will be easy for me to sleep, something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for sharing it, Shakti. Okay, who else? Let's make it real. Let's make it practical. This is how we do it, practical. Go ahead, Kunan.
Yeah, very good morning, sir. Sir, yesterday I was complaining about the expenses on petrol prices actually here. I had to get my petrol tank fill in my car, and it has gone double almost. So I was complaining like why this is happening, kind of things, with sort of frustration.
Yep. Thank you for sharing that. Who else? Let's do some self-reflection and find out what we are doing. Because one thing you know, it certainly is not going to allow you to lead a life of ease, joy, and glory. And you see the caption written behind me over here? Stop blaming and start living. Stop It includes stop complaining and start living. We'll talk about that later, but let's first identify, because this mind will get so many things inside without even realizing it. And without even realizing what an impact it has on you. So the question is addressed to everybody. So think about it, reflect a little bit and think, tell us, what is it that you're complaining about today?
Can I share?
Yeah, definitely you can. I was thinking about you only and our conversation just now.
Number one, I am not doing enough physical exercises, which I should be doing every day.
Okay.
Number two, because of maybe age or slowing down the movements, whatever that is, but I am not able to do that much work or attend so many things in a day, because the activity which should take 10 minutes now takes about 15-20 minutes. So that is another feeling that I am not able to attend to many things which I decide in the morning I should be doing it. Third one, the juniors or the young people, they feel कि अरे ये तो अंकल है, इनको बताएंगे क्या, उनको बोलेंगे क्या, etc. So they feel that it is not correct on their part to give that kind of responsibility to me, which leaves a feeling कि अरे am I not being enough useful to the society which I used to be previously. So this is not only today. This is the nagging deficiencies you can see, which I have. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing that, sir. Okay, who else? Look at it, do some self-reflection and find out what are you complaining about in your life. A couple of weeks back, I was complaining in my own mind, I'm doing so much work and such good, people seem to like it, then why more people aren't coming? Okay, that was the complaint I had. But I have a way of dealing with complaints. And I dealt with it. And action is happening on it. So we'll talk more about that. But let's have a few people more, self-reflect and speak up. When you speak up, I know that you are self-reflecting. When you don't speak up, it looks like we are giving you lecture here. Then I can call one speaker every day, they'll give you lecture, be happy with that. I'm quite prepared to do that. If you're not going to use the forum the way it is intended, then we'll give you what you desire. We will call nice, interesting speaker every day, listen to them. They'll give you lecture and go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so let's have some self-reflection and please tell us what are you complaining about? Yes, Priya.
Sir, good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So today I was complaining for my body ache.
Okay.
And the way I slept, because uski wajah se my knee was hurting when I woke up.
Okay.
So this
All
was
right.
one thing
Very good.
I
Thank you
was.
very much for sharing it. Kamal.
Yeah, good morning all.
Morning.
Yeah, so I'm complaining about like it's myself only. Like maybe I'm in a convenient zone and I'm not trying much more for my other opportunities in job market or in my own office. So no, that is somewhere I'm complaining. Like I have a caliber, sometimes I have some skills, but probably I'm not using it to go to explore more opportunities. And I'm in my convenience zone. That's the complaining I have.
Okay, very nice. Thank you very much for sharing.
Thanks.
Abhinav?
Hi, good morning. So I have lots and lots and lots of complaints right from the time that I
Yeah.
Yeah.
Abhinav, you sit
more
in a place
sharper
where
and
signal is
smarter.
good. आधी बात तुम्हारी सुनाई नहीं देती, कट जाती है.
Okay. So I'm saying right from the I've just switched off my video. So right from the time I was born, I had lots and lots and lots of complaints. Like I wish I was taller, I was more good looking, like Dharmendra, Rajesh Khanna. I wish I was more smarter, with someone who could make it to IITs and IIMs. I wish I was born in a very rich family where there was a lot of money, big cars. I could study in Harvard, things like that. I wish I could perform better. Right now, my complaints with like I wish I could perform better in my company. I wish I could work harder. Looking at talking about the age part. I wish I could work hard, work smarter. I wish I could do better. I wish I had better leadership qualities like we lead about the legendary leadership quality of Napoleon, Subhash Chandra Bose. I wish I was like that. Complaints ही complaints हैं, Sukhdeep, complaints ही complaints हैं. अब वो complaint भगवान के साथ है, मेरे साथ है. In general complaint तो बहुत दुनिया के साथ.
Very good. Thank you very much for sharing. Neeti?
Yes, sir. So my complaint is I am taking longer to complete each task than desirable. So it is not only time management, it is also within that time management, I need to scale up the quality of work. So that is where I am not being able to strike a balance or a way forward. That is my most current challenge.
Okay, very nice. Hasina ji, good morning to you.
Good morning, everybody. I have a complaint in the morning that I'm getting my dental treatment, which I have left halfway and come away to Bombay come to Pune for my sister, and I can't eat my food well. I'm tired of that because this treatment is going on for quite some time. So I'm worried in the mind that hope nothing goes wrong with my health since I can't eat too well. That's my complaint actually every morning. The thought goes there only. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, very well.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. My complaint is a lot of things are happening in my life, but certain areas which I wanted to happen, that is taking time. That's what my complaint.
Okay. All right, very good. Anybody else? Do some self-reflection. I know it's not easy to self-reflect for many people. You feel like walking away anytime somebody asks you to do self-reflection. So don't walk away. Do some self-reflection and share. What are you complaining about now, today, in your life? And there is a purpose. I'm not asking you this question to pass time.
Morning, sir. Vandana here.
Good morning, Vandana. Good to see you back.
I always love coming here. The only thing is my timings keep on clashing with the other one. So I have absent myself from the other one today.
ठीक है, हमारा number आ गया. Thank you very much.
No, nothing like that, sir. My pleasure. So I was wanting to speak if you allow.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. So, sir, I mostly, I would say, you can call it complain or whatever. It's about getting up in the morning, and avoiding the procrastination, which I feel I just keep on lingering on, kal kar lenge, parson kar lenge, which is really not a good sign. And more important is that you're not able to achieve what you want to achieve as you get up late and you keep on lingering on the things. So I really complain about that. More than complain, it's about that I'm not able to achieve. So it's with myself, not others.
Away. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, anybody else? So I will not ask the others to say because it may be embarrassing to say and admit that I also complain in my life. So don't do that. But what if you could convert your complaints into some action? Do you remember? Yeah, Gautam, go ahead. Good to see you. We've been missing you for a few days. Go ahead.
I am complaining myself because I was planning to do some business or some entrepreneurship to start this entrepreneurship. But I always gone one step or two steps ahead and again came back. Even that I have some places I have invested money for a property. But in the beginning, after booking the property, I withdrawn this money. Withdrawn means I have requested not to go ahead and make withdraw. I'm thinking myself that I am a fickle-minded. I cannot. I plan, but I cannot implement.
Right.
That is my thinking. I'm really how I can change myself. What became the focus, and when I'll decide, I'll do. Means I'll do.
Beautiful. Thank you very much for sharing. Now, my question to you all is it good to have complaints or is it bad to have complaints? Complaint is a complaint, right? If you don't do anything with it, then it's not so good for you. The consequences you may not like because you only be complaining, you'll only be disempowering yourself. On the other hand, if you took the complaint and you converted it into an action for resolving that complaint, then the consequences are likely to be better. Now, some days back, Shakti had come and shared a few access tools with you. And one of them is a very powerful tool to deal with your complaints. So let us ask Shakti only to tell you. Unless, of course, somebody remembers. Niti, do you remember what was the tool that can help you to deal with your complaints? It starts with 4 questions.
Yes, sir.
What are those 4 questions? You remember?
What is this? What can I do with this?
With this, yes.
How can I change this?
Can I change it?
If so, how can I change it?
Exactly. Can I change it? And if so, how can I change it? Now look at every complaint that you have. At least you can do this or not. So if I have a complaint, I will do one action to deal with it. The first action can be, I ask these 4 questions. What is this? Can I change this? Today morning, I was having a conversation with Ashok ji. And as I was talking to him, these 4 questions were going in my mind. What is this? What can I do with this? Can I change it? And if so, how can I change it? So we have fixed up a meeting to resolve this. And when we go there to that meeting, this is the 4 questions from which I will be dealing with that situation. So now you look at your complaints. First thing you do is, what is this? Ask the question, what is this? What can I do with this? Can I change it? If so, how can I change it? You will notice that now your complaint will get into action. You will be doing something about it. If you are saying, I don't like this, or suppose, let's say, for example, Ashok ji said that I'm not doing exercise. What should he do? Do the exercise. Very simple. Some other thing may come, oh, but I cannot get up in time or something like that. So deal with it. If people don't allow me to take up responsibility, what is this? They're caring for me. What can I do with it? Tell them, don't worry about me. Give me something to do. I want it. Can I change it? Yes, I can. If so, how can I change it? By talking to people, telling them what I desire. So always something will come out if you're operating from there. So you guys willing to give it a try instead of wasting your time brooding and complaining अपने दिमाग में शिकायत करने के बजाय, if we get into some action, first action at least ये तो कर सकते हैं ना, because ये किसी और के साथ नहीं करना है, you have to do it with yourself. 4 प्रश्न पूछने हैं, that's all. What is this? For example, now you may say कि भाई Kunain is saying they have doubled the price of the petrol in Dubai. He's got a complaint about that. So what is it? What can he do with it? Can he change it? Yes. How can he change it? He cannot change the price of the petrol, but he can certainly say, okay, if I was driving every day, maybe I start using public transport. So he can do something. So these are the 4 actions, 4 questions that you can do. So instead of just complaining, get into action. All your complaints are actually doors, darwaze hain. You know, if you open those doors, get into action, possibilities will show up. So that's my little bit of advice to you this morning. So let's move on. Now, as I told you this, some action points are coming up in your minds, my dear friends. Like for example, Kamal said something. So Kamal se puchte hain. If you ask these 4 questions, what action points are opening up for you, Kamal?
Yes. So if I look at this, what is this? What can we do with that?
What can I do with this?
Yes. That is, I need to check more opportunities. I need to prod my network or go to job sites to search more on that.
Yeah, apply for jobs, as simple as that.
Yeah. Can I change it? Yes, only I can change it. But yeah, somewhere I'm stuck at somewhere in my convenience zone. So how to come out that the challenge?
Yeah, even in your own company, wherever you're working, you could be looking for more challenging assignments.
Yeah.
You never know. But your mind will say, no, they may not accept it. Well, you'll never know unless you... There was one guy in one company I was coaching and he said, sir, yahan pe to koi puchta hi nahi hai, they are not giving me promotion or not. So when I was talking to his boss says he has never shown any desire to grow in his job. He seems to be very happy doing what he's doing. It's very interesting, 2 sides of the picture. Boss is saying about him that he's not showing any signs of wanting to grow in the organization. And the junior is saying, organization is not giving me a chance to grow. How wonderful is that? So guys, opportunities for action. You have to open those doors. So I have some very interesting question for you today. So Niti, I want you to read this statement for everybody slowly.
Yes, sir. If you're looking for the joy of living instead of getting through life, you are not heading towards death. You are creating possibilities for future.
Yeah, read it again.
If you are looking for the joy of living instead of getting through life, you are not heading towards death. You are creating possibilities for future. Access consciousness.
So think. Instead of looking for the joy of living, instead of what? Just getting through life. Remember, many times I've said many of us are like waiting to die. अभी जीवन है तो जीना ही पड़ेगा, जहर है तो पीना ही पड़ेगा, क्या करें? We have to survive in this world. That's called getting through life. You know, life is a stormy sea, so I have to sail through it. Instead of living, just trying to get through life, instead of just surviving. If you are going to be looking for the joy of living, tell me, who do you see who are having the joy for living in your life? There are people, no? They have a joy for living. Every family has them, by the way. There are these people who have great joy in the business of living. वो कौन से प्राणी होते हैं?
Kids,
Those who are having joy for living.
kids, बच्चे.
Exactly. Because abhi wo concept of death has not come into their head, you know. At some point it comes to us, कि अरे यार, how many choices we are limiting in our life because we think कि I am going to die anyway. So why do this and why do that? I was reading it this morning and it suddenly occurred to me that I'm holding back from doing so many big things, bigger things in my life, you know. Because somewhere this voice says, you're going to die here. Jada se jada, how many years more you live? 5 years, 10 years? So why do all this maramari? The thought comes, no? But that child has no concept of death. He's here now, he's enjoying, he's living. That's all he's interested in. But as we get older, more and more this death thinking comes in. So I want to do a little clearing with y'all. With y'all. Maybe we can lose this obsession. So now listen to me as I speak to you. So listen carefully, please. What have you made so vital, valuable, and real about the inevitability of death that keeps you from creating true living? Everything that is times a godzillion, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Yes or no? I'll repeat it. What have you made so vital, so valuable, and real about the inevitability of death that keeps you from creating true living? Everything that is times a godzillion, will you destroy and uncreate it all, please?
Yes.
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pog, all 9 shorts, boys, poets, and beyond. What have you made so vital, valuable, and real about the inevitability of death that keeps you from creating true living and beyond? Everything that is times a godzillion, will you destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right. What have you made so vital, valuable, and real about the inevitability of death that keeps you from the joy of true living? Everything that is times a godzillion, will you destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
How many of you have bought and sold the inevitability of being more human eventually? Everything that is times a godzillion, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Yes?
Yeah.
And what have you made so vital, valuable, and real about the inevitability of the obstinacy and the rightness of your point of view that keeps you from having the awareness of a different point of view? Everything that is times of Godelian, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Everything you've defined as the inevitability of your lot in life that keeps you from having a lot of fun of living, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Yes? Everything you've defined as the inevitability of your lot, ye meri kismat hai, in life that keeps you from having lot of living, will you destroy and uncreate it all? So these are some very, very powerful access clearings that we have done. Let's see how it shows up in your life. So remember, stop blaming, start living, and have a life of ease and joy and glory. Maybe you can recover the joy of living. Okay, so anybody wants to share anything, ask anything, you may do so now. Hello. Yes, Shakti.
Thank you so much for this clearing statement, sir. I have a question regarding the clearing statement. It's coming in choice of possibilities or any other thing, sir? That's the first time I'm hearing.
Yeah, so you'll have to buy the reference materials. It was 6,000 pages of them.
Okay, sir. Can you please share the link with me, sir?
It's there. You go to the Access website and look for reference materials. You will get them. You will have to buy them anyway if you want to be a CF.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. I will have a look. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Yes, Abhinav.
Oh, I'm quite at peace about all my complaints now.
Okay. Very good. If you get into action, you will be in more peace.
Okay.
कई चीजें होती हैं अभिनव जिसमें हम लोग एकदम एक्शन में आ जाते हैं ना. चीजें होती हैं वो एक्शन में नहीं आते हैं. We just want to keep on complaining.
Yeah.
तो वो कंप्लेंट से क्या मिल रहा है? आपको लैंडमार्क लैंग्वेज में समझाऊं? क्या बोलते हैं उसको लैंडमार्क लैंग्वेज में? रैकेट. So when you have a persistent complaint and you don't do anything about it, that's what it's called. Right? So ask those 4 questions, get into action. Definitely new possibilities will show up, you know.
Yeah.
Long time back, somebody told me, if somebody's got a problem, give them a bigger one. So it's easy to complain. No? Complaining is easy. Now we say, get into action, do something about it. That's a big problem. तो आप बोलोगे नहीं मेरे को complaint ही नहीं है ना? Interesting way our brain is wired. Yes, Gautam ji.
Yes, thank you, sir. I really remember, I think last week when we were discussing, you opened my eyes. I was thinking my photography is my passion. So, but that can be a possibility for entrepreneurship, business, or like that. Then you opened my mind. And last Sunday when we are doing the outdoor class, we went to a place and the people, and now it is our team has, I told it is at 20, now it's gone up to 25 people try to enter.
Wow.
Yeah. And now we are start enrolling for the next batch. It will be started from September. So August. However, thing is like that, this 4 point, what when we are discussing, is not starting with a big steel factory or not going for a manufacturing of big unit or like that. But it may start like that from my inside, my passion, like that. Sir, thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. EMC helped me. And come to enjoy life, live life with His joy and glory. Thank you.
So Dada, now you should start singing that song, no? Zindagi kitni खूबसूरत है. वो आपके हेमंत दादा ने गाई थी बहुत साल पहले, है ना? आइए आपकी जरूरत है. Listen to that old song, okay? है ना? क्योंकि जिंदगी इतनी खूबसूरत है, उसको खूबसूरत बनाते हैं ना.
Sir, I am so sorry I am not being able to attend regularly, but I will do that, sir. My problem is
Gopal ji, it's a great pleasure to see you here.
my problem is procrastination, you know, which I कर लेंगे बाद में कर लेंगे.
That is a complaint.
problem
उसको
है.
action में convert करो, 2-3
Action
alarm
करेंगे
clocks
इसको.
लगा दो.
Yeah, today I decided I will do it now.
अपने मेम साहब को बोलो सुबह मुंह में पानी फेंक दे आके, अपने आप उड़ जाओगे.
There's so much to do. There's so much to do in life, sir. That's my problem, you know. इसको भी करें, उसको भी करें, इसको कितनी
आप
किताबें पढ़नी है.
मेरे को कॉपी कर लो ना. मैंने इतना भर दिया अपने लाइफ में कि अब लगता है मेरे पास कम टाइम है.
बिल्कुल.
ठीक है ना. मुझे वो दिन याद आ रहे हैं अपने जवानी के, जब मैं सुबह से शाम तक इतना काम करता था, मजा आता था.
वही. अभी ये भी काम करना है, वो भी करना है. So many
अब ये
things to be
नहीं है
done,
कि
you
भाई
know.
हम खाली बैठे हुए हैं.
Yeah,
आज
exactly.
सुबह मैं बैठ के सोच रहा था कि I have to manage my time properly, you know, so I can do all the things that I plan to do. There are
Exactly.
5 different verticals that I'm handling now in my own life. You know,
Yeah, that
so
way to
मजा आ
do.
रहा है. I mean,
मजा आ रहा है,
the
sir.
bigger the challenge, the bigger the maza.
Exactly.
ये
And
तो
death
बैठ
is
के
not the
बोल
end, sir. It's a beginning only. So why bother about death?
रहा.
It's a new beginning now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much for sharing. Okay. Anybody else? We can hear from our stalwarts, Vetrivel, Kunen, and others, whoever. Abu Bakr, you want to say something or what? I thought you raised your hand. Anji, Priya ji, what will happen if you stop complaining and getting into action?
I'll start living the life that I desire.
हाँ तो फिर सी ये तो बहुत अच्छी फिलोसॉफिकल स्टेटमेंट है. एक्शंस कितने लेने वाले हो अपने कंप्लेंट्स के बारे में?
थोड़ी थोड़ी एक्सरसाइज स्टार्ट करी थी मैंने आज आफ्टर कंप्लेनिंग.
Yeah.
But one thing I realized, a lot of time my complaints are with me only. मैंने ऐसे क्यों करा है? आज जब मुझे पता है कि आगे गड्ढे में क्यों जानबूझ के गिर रही हो, बेवकूफ हो क्या?
हाँ बिल्कुल.
So फिर आंसर तो यस ही आता है. फिर then it's like अब क्या करना है? You know, what is possible now? What can be done?
Get into action. Lot of people will create lot of possibilities. You know? That is called khayali pulao, right? Wishful thinking. Yeah, you take those and put it in action. So much will happen in our life, no?
It is happening. So the other day when I was showing the video, I went to Barot. So it was just a random plan. One of my friends said, "Ki, what are you doing here? Rose Saturday, Sunday, same kaam karte rehte. Go somewhere else." So I was like, okay. First I thought कि यार risk बहुत है, मैं अकेले जाऊंगी, मुझे पता नहीं है कुछ भी जगह. She's like, मैं manage कर दूंगी सब, तुझे बस जाना है. I was like, okay, चलो ठीक है. So I just went alone and came back. That was amazing.
Yep.
So I took this action.
All right, wonderful. Let's ask our resident shayars to give some shairi today before we say bye-bye. Because I'm not going to give you any more bhashan today.
Okay, I have one question first.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so like for me, I'm taking actions, and you know, for example, for the job, or I'm getting some interviews cracked and all those things.
Yes, sir.
I'm cracking it also, but somewhere it got rejected or not happening in that way. So how to deal with that rejection or any kind of rejection?
Well, you remember every experience is an opportunity to become a better version of ourselves.
Yes.
See, like what is it that we can learn? See, first of all, instead of using the word rejection, right? We did not choose to work together is a better word. See, it's like getting married, you know, when you look for a girl, both parties have to agree to marry, no? So you desire to marry that company, the company doesn't want to marry you. So that's fine, yeah. See, let's look at it this way. Suppose you did not have all the things that they were looking for in a person. Okay? And you managed to convince them to hire you. But you did not really have all the competencies that they're looking for. Then what will happen? A lot of times, you know, people will reject a candidate thinking he will not fit into our company culture. That can also happen, no? तो इनका mindset हमारे company के mindset से match नहीं करता है. It's got nothing to do with you. You cannot change your mindset in one day before the interview. Can you do that?
No.
But if you get rejections or what you call as rejections for this again and again, then you'd like to find out, no? Are you overselling yourself? Are you not conducting yourself properly in an interview or whatever it is? So they'll be giving you information for action. Then you will never feel discouraged. You will say, yaar, aaj maine ye seekha. And please remember, I tell this to everybody. It's like finding a good match, you know. If they are trying to assess you to find out if you are a suitable fit in their company, you also have a right to assess them and find out whether the company is the right fit for your life or not, isn't it? So who's rejecting who? Does it give you a clue, sir? How you can handle it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for bringing that up. That's a good one. Thank you. Yes, Kunan ji.
Yes, sir. दो शेर याद आ रहे हैं, इजाजत हो तो अर्ज करूंगा कि
हम तो कह ही रहे हैं कि बोलो.
कमल जी के लिए है कि हमें उनसे शिकायत है, उन्हें हमसे शिकायत है. हमें उनसे शिकायत है, उन्हें हमसे शिकायत है. अब तो ऐसा लगता है शिकायत को भी शिकायत है.
अरे वाह वाह, हमको ऐसा लगता है कि शिकायत को भी शिकायत है.
This is the paradox we are living. Now, other शेर जो मैं अपने आप से कहता हूं कि शिकवे जुल्मते शब से तो कहीं बेहतर था. शिकवे जुल्मते शब से तो कहीं बेहतर था, अपने हिस्से की शमा जलाते जाते.
Wow.
Translate it, please. This one is a bit complicated.
Instead of cursing the darkness of the night, light your own candle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good.
Beautiful.
Very
Thank you
good.
so much.
Very good, sir. Thank you so
Okay.
much. Wonderful.
Thank you.
Okay, Kuldeep ji, आप तो आए हो आज. We are so happy to have you. Can we hear a shairi from you also? A sher, rather. कुलदीप जी, आप हैं वहाँ?
वैसे कमल जी भी शायरी करते हैं.
करते हैं? अच्छा जी, कमल जी कुछ है शेर तुम्हारे पास?
हाँ, एक मेरे पास. जैसा कि तुझको बेहतर बनाने की कोशिश में तुझे ही वक्त नहीं दे पा रहे हम, माफ करना है जिंदगी तुझे ही नहीं जी पा रहे हम.
Oh, very nice. Once again, this is very nice. And translate भी कर दीजिएगा.
ट्रांसलेशन का थोड़ा लाइक
चलो हम कर देंगे. एक वर्ड सेंटेंस बोलो, हम कर देंगे.
तुझको बेहतर बनाने की कोशिश में तुझे ही वक्त नहीं दे पा रहे हम.
Yeah, trying to make you better. I've been so busy trying to make you better that I've never been able to give time to you.
माफ करना है जिंदगी तुझे ही नहीं जी पा रहे हम.
वाह. Sorry life, I've not been able to live you fully. वाह.
ये गुलजार जी का शेर है.
Very nice. Thank you very much. Yes, Vetri. Kuldeep ji, we do not know if he's.
वैसे सर वंदना जी भी शायरी करती हैं.
1 minute. Let me try to unmute. Kuldeep ji says he's not able to unmute. No, he's not. It's all right, Kuldeepji. We will listen to your Shari tomorrow. Vetri.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Amazing discussion. I want to share something related with our discussion today. It goes this way. It is insert from a Tirukural. Idambai Padapar, Idambai Padadavar. The actual translation is, they give sorrow to sorrow, who in sorrow do not suffer sorrow. Thank you very much, sir.
That's a really good one.
Vetri sir.
Yes,
Can you
Priya.
repeat
Thank you,
again?
thank you.
Vetri sir, can you repeat again?
Yes, I will do that.
Very deep.
Just a second.
Tell
You
the
want the translation,
translation.
right?
Yeah.
Yep.
They give sorrow to sorrow, who in sorrow do not suffer sorrow. It is, we discussed in EMC, we don't feel the problem, we deal the problem.
Very good.
It's a deep one. You want to think about that one. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. Thank you, everybody.
Sir,
Wonderful
Vandana ji bhi
session
shairi
with you
karti
all.
hai.
Good to talk to you. And I'll see you soon
Yes,
on
yes.
a next episode of Empowering Morning Conversations. God bless you all. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye. Stay